Start your engines!
Green.
Let's say you wanted to put together a TV show about ARCA. What exactly would you get if you took the producers from Baywatch, then you put together Carol, Mike, and the 6 kids that formed the Brady Bunch, then we could throw in Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and the Disney Corporation? The younger generation may not remember this, but we can rebuild him. We have the technology in the $6 Million Man. Or how about the American Broadcasting Corporation, or ABC to the layperson? You get an unsold television pilot from 1996 called Daytona Beach. We should probably start from the beginning and Ron Rice. To the layperson, he may not be a household name, but to race fans, these finishes are certainly legendary. Yes, Ron Rice created Hawaiian Tropic suntan lotion in a trash can no less, stirring it with a broom handle. A former high school biology teacher, Rice thought about a TV show involving beautiful women with race cars in his hometown of Ormond Beach, Florida. He finally contacted his friends at BSB Productions. They came up with the pilot for Daytona Beach, with Rice offering up his palatial mansion and beautiful models for the show. An expert at product placement in various media, his lotions appeared in movies such as The Cannonball Run, even loaning his black Lamborghini to Burt Reynolds for the shoot, among other well-known projects. Michael Burke is a writer-producer of Baywatch, the 2017 film of the same name, and Baywatch Nights, among other credits. Gregory J. Bonan was a real-life lifeguard when he came up with the idea for Baywatch, but no one would touch it for 10 years until he finally sold it in 1989. Douglas Schwartz is a nephew of Gilligan's Island and Brady Bunch creator Sherwood Schwartz. His dad Alan and Sherwood are brothers. Together, the three are BSB Productions, a division of ABC, Disney Corp, and Touchstone Television. Director Alan J. Levy gained fame directing the Olympics in 1972 and 1976 and led him to The $6 Million Man, The Incredible Hulk, Knight Rider, Quantum Leap, Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, and Miami Vice before helming the director's chair for Daytona Beach for BSB Productions and Touchstone Television, totaling almost 350 shows amongst his credits. The Nikki Sanders character, love interest of Jesse Travers, was played by Chicago native Lisa Boyle, with her other roles usually involving sex sirens on shows such as Married with Children. She starts off Daytona Beach by winning the Daytona Gold beauty pageant, put on by its owner, Reese Elliott. There's not much information on social media concerning Tony or Anthony Newman, who was to play younger brother Jesse Travers, other than acting as a heartthrob and plane crash survivor Tony on the syndicated series Acapulco Bay. The latest news is that he's a professor living in China, Alexandra Paul of New York City, best known for her role as Stephanie Holden on Baywatch, got noticed in hit 1980s movies Christine and the Virgin Connie Swale in the remake of Dragnet, was slated to take the role of military test pilot Annie Gibson, who longed to pilot the space shuttle. Her character and Gavin Travers were dating in the show. She's gone on lately to be known more for her political activism and arrests for anything else. Stephen Eckold, nicknamed Mr. Perfect, was slated to play eldest brother and beach ranger Gavin Travers. He played many other cop roles, as well as parts on the popular sitcom Friends and the Kevin Costner movie Message in a Bottle, among other projects. He's also played bit parts on TV shows such as CSI, Rizzoli and Eyes, 2.5 Men, Boston Legal, and other popular titles. Texan Mac Davis was a 1970s heartthrob singer with his hit Baby Don't Get Hooked on Me, as well as his deep connections with Elvis. Probably best known as quarterback Seth Maxwell in the movie North Dallas 40, he had the role of Reese Elliott, the owner of suntan lotion company Daytona Gold. Arguably, the most iconic actor on Daytona Beach was played by Lee Majors, first gaining fame on the television western series The Big Valley as Heath. He eventually reached worldwide fame as Colonel Steve Austin in The $6 Million Man, then continued into the 1980s as stuntman and bounty hunter The Fall Guy. Cast as family patriarch Owen Travers over other actors such as Robert Urich and Robert Conrad, his job on Daytona Beach is to re-enter the world of ARCA with his sons Gavin and Jesse after an injury sidelined him. Depicting the Reese Elliott Daytona Gold Chevy was series regular Glenn Brewer, driving for his car owner and wife, Jan Driver Brewer. The 1990 ARCA Rookie of the Year would practice for the Daytona 200 at 180 miles an hour and qualify 32nd at 179 miles an hour. However, during the race, they placed 34th due to overheating, certainly not the way they planned to start the new 1996 ARCA campaign for sure. Harris Devane, the 1995 ARCA Co-Rookie of the Year, along with Dill Whittemore, drove the red and white Thunderbird that doubled as Owen Travers' Museum Ford. It was actually owned by Devane's father-in-law, C.L. Jones, and his wife, Brenda. The Joneses were loggers, while Harris and his wife and PR person Jennifer, C.L.'s daughter, were peanut farmers all hailing from Cuthbert, Georgia. A legitimate threat to win this event, Harris practiced at 183 the first round, 188 in the second, and 186 in the third, and qualified sixth. During the event, they led 2 laps, but at the end of the race, they were involved in the incident that would send number 46 Bob Hill's car for a tumble, and Harris and the team finished 11th, 1 lap down out of the 80 total scheduled laps. The 33rd annual Daytona ARCA 200, run on February 11th, 1996, saw pole winner Mike Skinner lead 41 laps in his Richard Childress Chevrolet and finish third, while Jeff Purvis, the eventual winner, led 35 laps, and both never ran lower than third the entire event. It took 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 29 seconds to complete at an average speed of 149.099 miles an hour, with a margin of victory of 2 car lengths, and 3 cautions for 12 laps slowed the event. Significantly, it would be Jeff Purvis and Mike Skinner's final ARCA starts, and also Jeff Purvis's final ARCA win. Following a 3-year hiatus, Owen Travers finally gets his ARCA team back together after injuring his knee so badly that he couldn't drive. His oldest son Gavin, a beach ranger, tried racing but lost his fire and quit. Younger brother Jesse has that fire, winning at local short tracks, but won't listen to his dad. Reese Elliott, the local business magnate who owns suntan lotion company Daytona Gold, hires Jesse, infuriating Owen. It's here we find out that Elliott pulled his sponsorship of Travers, setting his career back years. In the ensuing scenes, both Gavin and Jesse happen upon a wanted fugitive. Jesse, trying to help his brother, joins the pursuit. After capturing him, Gavin's fire has returned and will drive in the upcoming ARCA race for Owen at Daytona. Both qualify well, and in the later laps are drafting together but must pit. Jesse's team has trouble with the right front, so they send him back out without changing it and behind Gavin. Coming to the checkers, Jesse fakes Gavin to block, moves ahead, but the tire fails and Jesse gets into the wall and flips, but crosses the line the winner. The main cast run to check on him. Seeing he's okay, Reese celebrates, but Owen tells everyone from now on he'll drive instead. Once Daytona Beach was in the can, as they say, now all BSB Productions could do was wait. Lee Majors came to town for a special screening at the Coliseum, a North Beach street nightclub, stating on the red carpet there's nothing that doesn't promote Daytona Beach in a positive way. However, one local reviewer, Donna Kalia, writing for the Daytona Beach News Journal, said at the time, "It's probably not easy jamming 2 car races, a beauty contest on the beach, the pursuit of a fugitive biker, 2 romances, a motorcycle chase, a look at the lifestyles of the rich and smarmy, and a saga about father and son relationships into less than 50 minutes of airtime. Something apparently had to go, and in this case, it was any semblance of credibility." Maybe 50 minutes of that was too much for ABC. BCB's Rebecca Durden lobbied heavily to at least have it used as a summer replacement, or even syndication. But it was not to be, and ABC passed. So BSB created Steel Chariots the following year. As for Brewer and his wife Jan, 1996 would be his final full-time season in ARCA. Devane, he and Jones and the team would win at their home track of Atlanta the following year, and one of the most dramatic finishes in stock car history. As for Daytona Beach, well, perhaps they'll pull it out and air it someday.